all of you, each one of you are an inspiration to me. Seriously. The day I don't know why.
Let's get the
Tissue.
out.
Tissue.
Tissue towels.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I think let the girls roll, it's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, thanks to Ruby for adding me to this group. The day I joined Star Moms, it was like, like I came to know that
Sam,
Give her the tissue.
I
Tissue.
understood that I'm, not from a different planet. And all this while I was only hearing from the doctors that, oh, you're a psychologist, not a big deal for you. I mean, even there was a doctor who told me outrightly, yeah, you're a psychologist, right? Okay, your son is abnormal. I hope you know about it. I mean, straight to the face. Or I had people telling me that, come on, don't be like a layman. So the day I joined Star Moms, it was very supportive. It was a revelation. And I'm learning from each one of you. Next slide. Okay, so this presentation is dedicated to all our little stars who are unique with their talents and who teach us every day some new thing. Okay. Yeah, and of course it's dedicated to all you my friends, and of course, yeah. Of course, all the grandparents and the fathers who are looking after our kid today.
I was just going to keep the laptop on that. You should be coming on the chair. Please keep it
Yeah,
over there.
that's better.
Sorry, I hope I didn't miscommunicate. I was saying we can keep this on the chair. It will sit there.
I was trying to do that. That's it.
But you are not comfortable there, no?
I will listen. You want to come here?
I am comfortable here.
Okay. Yeah, let's continue. So see, the whole goal of this talk is basically I won't be sharing anything new to you all because you all already know a lot. Okay, it is probably just a reminder about the stages that we all go through while we deal with autism, the whole concept of acceptance. And sometimes I feel it is helpful to know that it is okay, it's okay to do a certain things. So before talking about how to really handle the anxiety when your child is diagnosed with autism, let's, can you slide someone please here? Okay, I would like to first, go through the stages of grief. But before that, I came across this very nice poem on the net. So I would like to read it for you. I'm a special needs parent. I have very special needs. I need you to be there for me. I need you to be there for my family. I need you not to pity my child. I need you to teach your children acceptance. I need you to listen when I need to talk. I need you not to judge me. I need you to understand why I don't always call. I need you to be my friend. I'm a special needs parent. I have special needs. So basically, it's not just our kids have special needs. We do have special needs because, as Parina said, though, okay, every parent has obstacles and every parent has a lot of challenges. Even bringing a neurotypical child, our path is a little different and a little, probably a little more difficult than the others. Okay, so the next slide. Go ahead, once more. This is what happens when you do last moment presentations.
None of us.
So, basically none of us, including me, were prepared for a diagnosis. Although you tend to see that your child is not behaving typically, but still you're not ready to accept in spite of knowing all the symptoms that, okay, it could be PDD or it could be autism, it's Asperger's.
Sounds very grand.
So I did all of that too, okay, and that time I was in US, and although I knew that Shaur is not developing typically, and I somewhere knew in my mind that it is autism, But still, I was waiting for that one person, my mentor, Dr. Nandita, to come and tell me on my face, yes, he has autism. Even she took time. She did the ad hoc, and she was like, Sam, we can't really diagnose, so quickly. We need to. No, I mean, she had a purpose in doing that. She took her time, and there it was. And of course, I experienced a lot of emotions during that point of time. Where, on one hand, it was like ambivalent emotions. One hand, okay, I was very relieved that now I know autism, and I knew not so much but a little bit that now a lot of interventions, so it's not like before, so much can be done about it, but at the same time, oh yeah, seriously, he has autism. So why I'm sharing my experiences, because I feel it's not really different for anyone, yeah. So so part of moving forward in dealing with the diagnosis, I feel, is dealing with your own emotions and needs. What I feel is every parent, and as I'm talking, if anybody differs with me, I would really love to raise your hand and speak, because I want this to be very interactive. So what I feel is the way we deal with our kids, a lot has to do with your own needs as an individual and how you really accept yourself as a person. I mean, I have a lot of parents who try to look at the unfulfilled dreams of their own self in their kids, So in terms of that, like, I see her, I mean, being so cool and, not having any expectations. So a lot of it has to probably do with the kind of person that she is, right?
Okay.
तो कभी जॉब ही नहीं किया ना, कोई एक्सपेक्टेशन किसी की मुझसे थी नहीं, अब मेरे बच्चों से नहीं है, मजे करो, लाइफ ऐसी ही होती है.
So yeah, let's go through the stages, and this is for you all to just realize that this is the typical cycle which goes with every person. It's something very similar to the grief that you experience when you lose someone, like a death of a family member, it's very similar to that. So if you have or you are still going through this, I just want to tell you all that this is normal in all of the parents who go through this. So first is a state of shock. Though somewhere, like you said, you knew that Riddhi was not developing typically, but still it's a shock when somebody tells you that whole world, okay, she's in the autism.
When I used to visit a doctor, I was expecting doctor to say, no, she doesn't have autism.
Yeah.
So I knew that she has.
Actually, I think a lot of time, at about 2, we had a very close friend whose doctor is just 3 months elder to America. And वो 1.8, 1.9 के बाद Anita stopped doing everything. I don't see that she had major communication skills पहले से ही. तो जो थोड़ा बहुत भी basic था वो भी चला गया. And when we used to hang around with that child, we realized something is different. And Viren kept telling me there is something different, but that was my denial phase. So once when 2.8, when that actual diagnosis came, it was much more clearer कि हाँ भाई है. मतलब वो denial I think came before the diagnosis, not after the diagnosis, which made it easier for us. That initial 8 months were very taxing. Put her in a summer camp, and then the teacher would say she painted, and I would come and tell, just wanted to prove them wrong. Okay, look, she painted. I told her there's nothing wrong. Then it was more of everyday thing. कि नहीं यार ऐसे ही नहीं बात करिए, moody है, kids are moody, that way.
I still do that with my husband. He you get overexcited even for smaller things that he does. I said because I want you to know that he is not different. He's just
If I can just contribute one
please.
point. So see, many a times when you go to a pediatrician, the pediatricians just ask you, बोलता है क्या? So for example, it happened with me. Shaunak used to say Baba, Ai, Ye, Zaza, whatever. But was it communication? Was it said with meaning? Hanuman Chalisa, somebody on our this said,
Right.
Hanuman Chalisa is said, nursery rhymes are said, but is it communication? So even if your child is not talking, it's okay, but if he's communicating with your eyes or pointing or taking your hand, it is communication and you are in a good space. So don't go into that denial.
Yes, absolutely.
That is my
only
son's
when-
case actually. He communicates. He will show the cycle if he want. Yesterday it is raining so much. He still took his raincoat out and he went with his papa. But he will take his papa out. But like today, he as always he hates me and he loves his papa. So he told me bye bye.
Papa hangover.
When I go to office, he will tell bye bye. He will cry for papa, but me though he will open the door and tell please get out. But he never speaks a word other than papa and Didi. He only speaks meaningfully. Didi is his world to him.
Smita wants to ask.
Yeah, no, I was about communication. My child used to communicate too, but it was not consistent. I would say he only thing now when I look back, only thing which was missing terribly was pointing. He never used to point. I want that.
You know, that is a
Yeah.
lot of joint
No,
attention.
verbal communication
Joint
was there.
Yeah.
for
Lot of see what our children is, if I can.
Yeah, please.
They are in their own world, right? They are just in their own world. So what our trick is to bring them into our world. So because they are in their own world, something called as theory of mind, you know, which is very difficult for us to understand. But they are not curious because they think मुझे जो पता है वो सबको पता है, मुझे जो नहीं पता है वो किसी को नहीं पता है. So there is no curiosity. So that when the pointing comes, theory of mind starts cracking because they want to include you. That is, I believe that is it.
No,
it's the scientifically.
No, it is. It is.
So that joint attention is very important. So laughing together, clapping together is very important. So you see these little things in your children and you feel motivated that yeah, my child is there on the right path.
Yeah, and there's just
Yeah.
one small thing, even when he had the diagnosis and also, one thing which I still remember what Dr. Rupa said, and I think that really sums up, she said, does he share his happiness with you?
Yeah, that's joint.
That is, and your answer will be no.
Yeah.
At 2.5, I'm talking about when my kid was 1.5. So I'm talking about, that early, the initial stages. So which is, I think, common for all of them, whether they are verbal, not verbal, they don't share the happiness.
Yes, why we talk about eye contact
Or
or
the
anxiety.
anxiety.
Yeah, the eye contact
Anxiety
shows.
Yeah.
Facial expression.
Yes.
But when I took my son at the age of 2 years and 4 months to developmental pediatrician, I mean, I had told her all the things, but still she was not ready to diagnose him. She did send me for OT, but I was not aware. I did not even hear the word autism from her.
And there's another thing which my friend was a pediatrician, she told me when I had this bell ringing in my head because he regressed. My son had regressed from what he was at 1.5, and she said, I said, I don't know, hair nahi hai, smile hai, because I know about autism. She said, mother's instinct is not wrong. If you think there's something wrong with your kid, then
Right.
please
Trust.
them.
But
Hang
They
on.
don't deny it. It is.
absolutely.
So those two things I always feel that, because my other one, yes, when he was happy about something, he would look at me, he would smile or do this. This one would never do that. He does it now, but not when he was 1.5.
Yeah, these are all the true subtle signs because even in my case, I used to jokingly call my husband autistic and he used to call me LD because I crazily confuse directions and a lot of maths banana. So, and my husband has this, thing for sameness, structure and etc. But that was never with Shaurya. Only when Dr. Nandita asked me the questions regarding, and also one point of time when Shaurya started pulling my hand, that was the thing that I knew there was something wrong, So these are the subtle signs, like question she asked me, if a stranger comes or someone comes, does he look at you to share the anxiety? Yeah, that never happened. So now you're in a state of shock when you're told the diagnosis. There is this overwhelming reality, and you start to question the diagnosis.
Enough, when you get a diagnosis,
Yeah.
you think, will he get married?
Yeah. How ridiculous. Yeah, it is ridiculous. How ridiculous. It crossed my mind also.
Yeah.
It's really very.
Will he fall in love?
That's very Indian. Really had this confidence that he married. A very beautiful person, just like me.
She must have laughed with me.
Happiest place in what we NTP.
No, in fact,
I'm very sure you have a right partner and I'm very happy. Marriage, I'm very happy.
I remember when he was there were questions who asked me would they get married and Radha did Rupa together.
I know.
And I know these questions came up. Can they fall in love? Can they get married? I said, बोल तो नहीं रहे, प्यार कहाँ से होगा? We are so far-fetched in our own thinking.
Yeah.
Though my father still feels she's going to do a love marriage. I said, पहले लड़का देखना पड़ेगा उसके लिए, फिर love होएगा. It's a very big string. बोली वो तो ऐसे.
And that's why film Barfi is very close to my heart. Because somewhere they show that they have a life partner, they are much more attached. Maybe with some person who may not be in
They'll not have extramarital affairs.
Yeah, the boss
अभी आदित्य स्कूल में उसके बाजू में एक लड़की बैठती है CR नाम है उसका. Every day he comes back home, he asks me, Mama, call to see her, I want to talk to her.
He has already told me he wants to get married to my best friend's daughter. Day before yesterday she was at our place. तो पापा का perfume मस्त
Oh God.
And I was
must tell you,
चलो
you
इसमें
know,
तो वो आ गई.
Manish is very popular among the girls in his class because he doesn't speak, I think. It's like those kind
Yeah,
of
good listens. Yeah, good listener. Yeah.
Get along with the girls very well.
हाँ, right.
Yes.
Right.
And my husband always will come and
इसको
kiss me.
लड़कों के साथ तो खिला हमेशा जब देखो लड़कियां इसके आसपास actually it's comfortable with girls, let him play with girls, it's okay.
Yeah.
तो मैं तुम लोग स्कूल में भी बातें करते हैं तो टीचर हैज टू टेल मी ऐसा तो कम्युनिकेशन और नीड बेस्ड कम्युनिकेशन है बट इन स्कूल वो उससे कंप्लीटली चपड़ क्लास में टीचर पढ़ा रही है उससे बातें करते हैं तो मैंने शैरो को पूछा है व्हाट ही टॉक्स घर पे तो कुछ बोलता नहीं है अपने से तो कुछ बोलता नहीं है उससे इतना क्या बात है तो शी वाज आस्किंग मी शुड आई स्टॉप हिम आई सेड नो लेट हिम डू
Yeah. No, he chooses not to communicate at home probably because, you know, or whatever reason. You have to find out.
Yeah, yeah.
He's talking
Yeah,
because
yeah,
you know
it's very,
friends.
she can be a buddy, you know, that's really good. So we, sorry?
Sam's talk has to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we start questioning the diagnosis, and why I really jotted this out is because even a lot of times in our own group, we have a lot of us asking, you know, like going to different developmental pediatricians and, you know, going to different therapists just to find out or confirm the diagnosis when you are at the initial stage, right? Like even I remember when the EDOC was done on Shaurya, and there Shaurya was quite different in that room relating to me than otherwise he was at home, and I was like really talking to the therapist and I was telling her, but this is not all what he has more than this. So yeah, so parenting seems like a bureaucratic exercise the minute you know the, yeah, like I remember I was in Goa and I was like I had to stay here and I had to go to that particular clinic where, you know, whatever home program my friend would give me. So you feel that the whole charm of parenting has gone. You start looking at your child with a binocular and so but we have to know that it's not like right after our child is diagnosed we take him to a perfect therapy setting where we have a perfect therapist working on our child. It doesn't work out that way. Yeah, please.
Which is bureaucratic exercise now. Initially when we got and we started doing OB and all, we did our first holiday with her after 6 months and I told Chola, OT कैसे कराऊंगी? मतलब just give me pointers कि do I need to swing her there also? Should I carry the frog swing with me? मतलब initially I feel we are so overwhelmed कि भाई सब achieve करना है कब होगा? Auditing कैसे करेंगे? And now when we go to I said ट्रैक पे ले जाओ 3 किलोमीटर अपने आप OT हो जाएगा. मतलब you have to get yourself to know the needs of your child and see how you can transfer it. Then only will you get out of this therapy thing. Because every minute it is therapy. If it's raining, we say chalo 7 floors up down kar kara. It is therapy. It's okay if she's missed an OT session. We have to. I feel now I'm at least after so many years, there's so much at peace. कि we know it's okay if गोवा गए तो swim कर देगी, if mountains गए तो trek कर लेगी. OT तो हो जाएगा.
Yes.
So I
Different way of living.
Yeah.
No, I think she truly said something very important that OT or any therapy is not just restricted to a clinic. Even, you know, like for that matter, language. I've always believed that whatever language or communication you do, you can work it out in a natural setting than a group setting.
In fact,
you know?
a concept we were struggling for 3 months came in 3 minutes at the mountain. We just put leaves and stones together and did sequencing, and it just came in 3 minutes. And all that we wanted to do for 10 days was sequencing. So for what you struggled for 6 months, just came and it was put practically in the open without a pressure.
And actually,
So I
when
feel
you are
pressure
training,
needs
you
to
have to
go
still
away.
generalize it. Now
Yes.
it's already generalized.
Yes.
It
So I
actually.
feel, I think once we get the diagnosis, we are really pressured,
Yeah.
which is actually which stops us from bringing up the child.
Yeah, the very important thing that we all, I feel, suddenly one day it feels like, oh, okay, you know, now it's not the same child. A lot of parents go through that stage that now I don't know this same child that I knew probably just a day back, you know, he's a different person, maybe a lot of people, I don't know what he wants to say to me. But yes, it's the same child. The emotions, the negative emotions that you all are experiencing, it's very important to know that it's only you who are experiencing that emotion. To the kid, it doesn't make a difference whether he is labeled or not. You're the same parents and the same family to him. Because, and what I wanted to really bring out is, a lot of parents who talk to me say, feel very sad for their kid. And I just want to tell that don't feel sad for them. They are not sad. It is our emotion, our needs, which makes us
By
feel
end
sad.
of the day, they get so tired running around, go to school, go